Hello and welcome. This is the Texas Titans coaching session. So for this session, I'm going to be paying attention to what's being called, what our positions are, what we could have done better, and what the enemy team is doing. So let's go and get into this real quick. No nonsense. So we're 20 seconds in. No real calls are being made for a strategy. I don't know if someone who had... Alright, so as you see, someone said it's up to you. So what I noticed in this recording was at minimum, Shaw Striker and Mora Maniac had their settings so that we couldn't record their voices. So we're gonna have to fix that. So if you're watching this video and you haven't checked your voice settings, make sure that you are allowing your voice to be shared. It's a real shame that we have someone who has background noise, but that's just the problem with screaming.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, they're on Zarya. Genji's Reinhardt.
Genji this quarter, Genji this quarter.
Hanzo.
Hanzo and Genji, their DPS. Reinhardt.
Hanzo gets a pick on our Junkrat, and I have no idea really how. That's a huge, not a huge, that's probably just a positioning mistake. He should have been behind the shield. There's no real reason for Junkrat to be in a different position right now. So, mistake on Shaw.
Damn, I this my shield.
Gets rezzed.
Yeah, let us know when you put down the shield.
We lose our McCree.
Genji this, he's up top, he's up top. He's kinda low.
So again, a position mistake, I believe.
Yep.
Who is that? Who? Didn't we just hook someone? Where's the kill? Or did we not get a kill on that?
Jump down.
So Shaw gets the kill on So both our DPS are down at this point. And let's see who we have. We're missing our Zen and I believe our McCree, because our Mercy rezzed our Junkrat. So we have Orisa Hog, McCree, and Mercy. So not exactly a very aggressive comp. So we basically just have to still just hold up and take a spot to where we can do, because there's no real aggression that we have on this team right now. You can damage boost the McCree. What are you gonna do? They have a shield. Not really much we can do, except Roadhog can probably take a flank, but even then, still.
Nice.
Halt wasn't called. We still have a Roadhog, so.
I'm on my way, guys.
Another halt not called. So the power of Orisa Roadhog all lies in the halt hook combo, because there's really no other reason to run Orisa Roadhog. The only power this comp has, this duo tank has, is due to this halt hook combo, and it's basically a free kill every time that halt comes off cooldown, and I believe it's 5 seconds. It might be 4, but that is the only reason that anyone runs this comp. Otherwise, you're better off running a D.Va. Well, usually just a D.Va, just because you get the extra defense matrix, you can be a bit more aggressive, actually a lot more aggressive, and then you have the potential of the high ground. So you not calling this halt is really lowering the power level of this composition. So halts need to be called, and they need to be checked that the hook is ready.
Zarya. Absolutely Zarya. Oh, I got runner ammo. Oh. Yeah. Zen by yourself.
Zen's called out, and he's in a really poor position. Let's see, AE Tactics is pushed up, so that's our tank Roadhog. He's going after the Zen, so he doesn't really have any real danger, but as you can see, Reinhardt, Zarya, and the Reinhardt's being pocketed by Mercy, so they can immediately engage on him. That's a 4v1, so this is a positioning mistake by AE. So there is no reason where you shouldn't die if the team is confident.
Oh, Hanzo this quarter in the left room,
Where?
Zarya comes after you. Let's see where this goes.
Is that still on the...
Back up, go back.
You get the kill on the Zenyatta. Good. Now our Reinhardt's going in as well, and the Zarya, and I believe they're pocketed still by their Mercy. So 3v1. Who's, oh look, someone's coming in to protect you. I don't know who that is. I believe it's our Junkrat.
Go back to point.
Careful, Road, careful. They're chasing us.
They're going back right, they're going back right. They're going back right.
So you don't get countered, but you were in a pretty bad spot.
They're going back
Yeah,
right.
that's the... Yeah, they are.
Hanzo
Back right.
discorded, Genji's up top, Genji's up top.
Y'all rotate.
And he's up top.
Just keep shooting the shield, keep shooting the shield.
Mercy
Ren
ults.
discorded, Ren
What the fuck was that Reinhardt doing? So, right now, we have our Mercy ults. Reinhardt just ulted and didn't get anything out of that. So let's see their ults right now. They currently have no ults except for Transcendence. We're the blue team, yes? Alright, so we just popped our Valkyrie. We still have a Junkrat tire. And Roadhog's whole hog is online soon. So ultimates are still not being called out by our team. Still not. Haven't been called out by our team. So we're leaving this all to everyone to say, hey, look at the ults that we have. Let's go ahead and use these. We're not calling out our ults, saying it's almost online, because ultimates win the fight. So that needs to be called. Another halt not called.
I got mine.
Genji's on me, Genji's on me, on
Genji.
top.
Nice.
Strange choice to ult the Zarya. She's in the doorway.
Sorry, weak.
What is that trans? Like, they're too down. They shouldn't be transing.
That's...
So the enemies just blew all their ults in this fight. They used Transcendence, they used their Valkyrie, they used Hammer. Did they use anything else? No, so they blew 3 of the most powerful ultimates in the game. We should be going in now. We should be calling this out. This is a big opportunity on us. McCree got 2 kills. Congrats to him. Actually, that's not McCree at the bottom. That's our Junkrat. We used Tire to kill the Genji.
What's up? What is that?
Ren discorded. Mercy's right here, she's discorded as well.
Mercy, weak.
What's this still here?
Nice.
Congrats to
let's go
Zen
back
for
to-
calling
wanna go
out
back to
his
top as well?
discords.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go back to.
Yo,
So you'll
make sure
take top
call out
again.
when your shield's... Because we both died after it, right?
Yeah, is this comp?
Is this comp?
Honda was kind of weak. She was getting popular. Still coming now?
This could have been a really good opportunity for a halt hook combo. Because as you see, the Reinhardt just got blown away. So you really could just halt, and a Roadhog can get a free kill on this. That really should make the team not be able to push in for another 10 seconds. And if they do decide to push in, they're pushing it with a disadvantage, and all they have is their Hanzo ult. Zarya just ulted, so they're gonna pull off a Zarya Hanzo comp, so let's see what they go. We trans that? Okay.
Oh my god.
That was actually a really dangerous decision. Because as you see, they have a Mercy. The Mercy Hanzo overpowers Transcendence, so... We're still not tracking ultimates. We're not tracking... No one saw this coming, as far as I can tell. Ultimates need to be tracked, halts need to be called, and then cooldowns and then kills need to be called. This could have ended very badly if the Mercy had simply pocketed the Hanzo. Let's see what's going on.
Nice.
So you killed the Reinhardt, so at this point they only have Zarya for protection. Genji Hanzo are pretty hard to track down, so focusing the Zen would be the next priority on this team. Oh, the Zarya is really pushed in, so you really should be focusing the Zarya down, and then there's no real power after that. They can't push in on us. So set up a shield, kill the Zarya, that's it. Halt hook. There's nothing they can do. The fight's won as soon as you kill Zarya.
Zarya weak.
Zarya killed herself.
Nice.
Single kill on the Hanzo, I guess that's a proper way to use it, but technically they didn't need it. Well, I suppose now that the res somehow got off. So, last night when I was watching this, I noticed that a lot of reses weren't being called, and that was really annoying me. So, we got a kill on their Hanzo, but in that process, Mercy was getting res off right underneath their McCree. And no one called it out. It might have been him not noticing because I know High Noon is really loud, but it should have been called.
Focus right, focus right, focus right.
Nice kill on the Mercy, but now we've used 2 attack ults on a 1 fight.
Ryan Discord, Ryan Discord.
Okay.
See, you only needed to kill 2 more after that, so there's no real reason to get any more reses, any more ultimates on that. So,
Nice.
calling 1 fight
Heals on,
is
heals
a
on,
really good way to conserve
Okay, Genji.
ultimates.
Alright,
the fight's won, you
You're
just
pushing way
don't
too much.
ult.
You're pushing way too much.
It's fine,
Go
they're
back up.
pushing.
Alright, let's get that top control again.
As long as you're supporting the Roadhog, there's no real way he can be killed. There's no burst that can go through
Ryan Discord, Ryan
his
Discord.
heal, Mercy
I'm gonna
Pocket,
shield
and then
in 1 second.
Yeah,
Zen's
got it.
Harmony. So you're set up behind the shield again. But 2 of you are on the low ground. Halt again, not hauled. As you can see, yes, so. Barriers destroyed, that should be called.
Alright. I think they might go to the bottom left. No. Alright, jump down.
Genji Discord, Genji Discord. He's on me, he's on me. He's weak, he's one.
There's nothing really that you could have done. Congrats, Shaw, on getting the kill on the Genji, but we don't really have any defense for McCree. So, what should be happening if Zen's playing on that point? McCree and Zen should be playing together because they basically have the same sightlines, as well as McCree has a stun. So McCree and Zen is like the hardest duo to counter because McCree immediately jumps up to 150 damage if he hits a headshot, and I believe it's 100 damage. It's like 90 or 100 damage if he's being boosted. I don't really remember. I don't know stats exactly, but there's McCree and Zen together should be playing on that spot if y'all want to play separately. But really, y'all should be playing together. Yeah, because if your team gets ulted, because they have a Zarya Hanzo combo. Your team gets ulted on high ground, there's nothing really you can do. You can trans off of that, and then your trans won't be useful.
Nice.
I got my heart.
On the up.
Nice, good res.
Nice res.
Thank you.
Ult.
Right there.
Another res gets off.
What's he dead?
My heart.
Ryan Discord,
Fight
Ryan
is
Discord.
won. That should be.
Nice.
Zenyatta Discord, Zenyatta Discord.
Zen and Hanzo. Yeah, Zen and Hanzo. Backing up.
No. I barely started.
Go back up.
¿Qué vamos a hacer con Omar? Let's get top control again. Yo, boy.
60 seconds.
Group up on the high
They might
ground
have
again.
combo again.
We might have combo again.
100%. Yeah.
They're at 50. Okay. So,
Almost got shield. I got shield.
another halt not called.
Shield. Yeah. Shield in 5, 4. I got no shield.
So, that halt specifically, there's nothing really could you done. So what you should be doing, the halt should be going behind the Reinhardt and picking someone up behind them. Because when you lift the Reinhardt too, you can't hook that. So even if the Roadhog is paying attention so much that he doesn't need you to call out that you're halting, the Roadhog still can't get anyone because you took the Reinhardt with you. So it needs to go further behind so it's not connected to him.
Shield in 3.
Reinhardt in the room to the left.
I'm weak.
Reinhardt in the room to the
Heals.
left. Room to the left.
They're all in the room to the left. I got the Zarya.
Come on.
Mercy Discord.
30 seconds.
Nice flank on McCree.
No,
Another halt not called. So I'm not gonna call halts not being called anymore because it's clearly a huge problem with this. Who's playing tank? It's Josh. So he's out of this game anyway. So there's no real point for me to calling it. AE Tactics was playing Reckless. All right, so everyone else is fine. Let's go on.
Zarya's fine.
Ryan. I need help with Ryan.
You guys should have it. You guys should have that. I don't know how that happened. Yeah.
Zin should be backing up.
Okay, never mind.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright.
No.
That's why.
I don't really know how they won that point. It was just due to a lack of calls. So I understand this is the first map, so it needs time to get warmed up. But standard information needs to be called. What abilities are we using? What ultimates do we have online? What ultimates do they have online? And how are they engaging? Simple. There's no real reason for those not to be called out. Those need to be called out.
Stop the payload.
Alright.
And they won the fight pretty easily. I don't actually know how. They didn't earn this.
Alright. Yeah.
Junkrat on high ground. Good position. Hanzo gets up, gets bubbled.
Where?
So both
Oh,
the
no,
DPS are
where
coming
are
after
you?
you.
Where are
You
you?
should drop down.
Okay.
Hanzo on high ground. I remember this took a while for that Hanzo to be killed.
Run her Discord.
Nice hook.
Run her
He's
Discord.
low, he's low. Mercy Discord or not? Try to focus Mercy if you can.
He might have her chatter. I got him.
Nice, good. Mercy Discord.
Got her.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Discord
sorry.
now.
Nice kills. Junkrat really shouldn't be.
Ah, can't get him.
That got me. My fault.
Um,
Yeah, I was about to go up there as well.
Junkrat doesn't really get anything out of being on the high ground other than just
Nice.
map control. Roadhog actually had to go up and take the elevator to get him, so that was a real disappointment. McCree should be the one on the high ground.
Go on one this.
Mercy half.
I got this.
Nice kill.
Yeah. I don't even see.
Get the res off, so now they're gonna start engaging. Reinhardt's just breaking his barrier.
Wait, rattle. Let's see.
Now they're down for another 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Another halt. Actually, I gotta start calling
They
that.
go, they're going around.
Ryan Discord.
Nice kill on the Hanzo.
Then he's on me.
Ult.
Right there. Any goes.
60 seconds
I'm
remaining.
going up top, guys.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice kills.
Oh, I can't get him.
Ryan
Oh,
Discord.
so absolute. All good. We got ults. We work with.
Alright, so this is position we're taking right now. So, for some reason AE Tactics is on the high ground. I don't know why you'd be there. You're better off with your Orisa. Our Mercy is pocketing our McCree. Not the worst thing to be doing. You'd probably be better off pocketing the Junkrat, because you can get more spam damage in, break the shield more. But the problem with that is, Shaw isn't currently playing the shield break war. He's playing to just get raw damage in, you know, just like stuff. He's shooting from the high ground right now. From what I saw before, he might have changed it. But he's just shooting from the high ground and trying to get behind the shield. Whereas, really, we should be going in for the shield break war, because as soon as we break their shield, there's nothing they can do anymore. Zarya can't defend them. The Zenyatta is kind of dead. He has to back off immediately. Hanzo has to take a position. Genji has to take a different position. The only ones left to contest as soon as the shield breaks would be the Reinhardt, Zarya, and the Mercy. And they can't get away unless Mercy goes with someone else. And that immediately means that the tanks are down. If the tanks are down, if the tanks are down, they have no pushing power, because Genji can't 1v6. Unlike Hanzo, who can shoot from a distance and start getting picks and stuff. He's still getting his ultimate. Genji can't do that. He needs a team to be engaged with. And then Zen is just free kills. So we should be going for the shield break war. McCree should be on the high ground. Mercy should be pocketing our Junkrat. Roadhog should be with our Orisa on the ground. The only one who should be there is McCree on high ground. Zen, far back, you know. Mercy drops down. Because you're only an ult battery up there. The Zen can get pretty charged off you. As you can see, he's already at 93. Nice damage on him.
Cease your resistance.
We ult. Okay.
Run dead.
Good kill on the Ryan. Massive.
Huge, 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 huge.
Sterben nicht. 10 seconds
Got him.
remaining.
Got him. This
Nice,
one
little
died by
bro.
that,
Good
we
shit,
should
man.
have it. Yep. And I said don't die
got
by
him, I
that,
got
and I died. Good job, guys.
Bad brother.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Now we're gonna move
Alrighty
on
then,
to our
guys.
attack. So for this
Yeah,
next
I
comp,
ulted right there because I saw that the Rhine was. Well, I killed the Rhine, and then I was like,
alright guys, for this next comp, I want to
Pretty much
see,
all I gotta do.
I want to see Mora, Mercy, Mora, Pharmacy, Hanzo, Zarya, Reinhardt.
What did you say? Farrah Honda? Farrah, definitely.
Alrighty then. See what you guys come up with.
Alright.
So with this composition, we're going with a sustained point of view. So Pharah gets more and more value the longer the fight goes on. Zarya as well, and then Mora can help keep the tank core alive. Only thing is though, Mora kind of suffers the longer the fight goes on, but with the Mercy being there, there's no real issue with that. As well as everyone's really a brawly character, and
Alright.
Hanzo's free on
Yeah,
his
I'm
own. He can
I'm just
manage.
gonna try and go around and put some damage and hopefully stay alive.
So Mercy pockets the Pharah, and they shoot from far. Hanzo
Yeah,
takes the far.
I'll call out fly
Shoots
hit.
from far.
Yeah.
Zarya, Reinhardt, and Mora push in together and just pierce through the thing, through it. And the enemy teams, let's see what they're running. Let's see.
What?
Ryan, Zarya, Hanzo, Junkrat, Mercy, Zen. Alright, so pretty standard defense. It's actually a pretty shit defense because Zarya, Hanzo, kind of a shit ult combo
So,
for defense.
Attackers incoming.
Let's get it.
So they'd be better off playing with a D.Va or
I'm not sure. I'm sure. They have Ryan.
I don't see. I see
well,
a Rhine
Zarya
and a
also
Zarya.
serves a good,
And a Hanzo.
I guess,
Yeah, they have a
defensive
Junkrat, they
character,
have
but the ult combo itself is pretty bad.
He's weak. Good job.
So we get a
Bubble,
kill on their
bubble.
Junkrat. Nice.
So,
And then we
go.
go through. For some reason, you shot a damage orb.
I'm
Thank
shooting
you,
the
thank you.
supports. They're weak.
I don't know exactly how the orbs work. I've noticed that I don't tend to see the orbs getting you resources for healing. So I tend to never shoot a damage orb unless the fight's over. I'd never use it to start off a fight. Like even like if you're before the fight, you're back before the first corner of the map and just shooting it in, you're better off just saving it.
Especially the Mercy.
Was that weak?
So our pharmacy is actually flying really low. And who's playing our Pharah? That would be Reckless. So Reckless, I noticed that you end up not liking Pharah, so I understand, but you're flying really low. You're discorded too, so.
Is that weak?
There's some Mercy weak in there, and I don't think no one's fucking this Sam.
Nice aggression, guys.
Where is she? Oh, we got everybody. Just Tracer. Nice. Good job.
Nice.
Not enough people calling out information.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Hey.
So the saying is, you'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And the same thing goes for Overwatch and callouts. So we want more people calling out information. Currently we have 1 or 2 guys, I think, calling out info. Our Mora Maniac guy might be calling out info, but I don't exactly remember it right now, since you're kind of not in the chat. So, you're not sharing your voice, so I can't really base it off that, but not enough information is being called for me to say, in this VOD, we were good, okay? Because we're lacking in information at this point. We're not telling everyone, okay, let's engage, go, 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 focus target, focus target. We're just saying, okay, let's go, and then that's it. That's the only call out. Let's go. And it's not even like a structured go. Like we go in together. Everyone's separating, and the fight started. This is matchmaking style, guys. and it only worked because we have better mechanics and the enemy team's absolute garbo.
Stop the payload.
Take to the air, good decision.
I got Ryan.
Yo, Janet,
Nice
take
kill
it,
on the
just
Rhine.
I'm pulling, I'm
Got
pulling.
junk, I got junk.
Nice. Okay, so fight one it should be being called.
Zen's weak right now.
Absolute tracer.
So, so I have Jane has a video uploaded on cart management. So right now they can't engage because they're 2 men down, and those 2 men being their carry DPS and their shield and their main tank. At this point, our Reinhardt should be pushed up to that cart right there and holding that corner, so that the cart can freely be moved in, and our Zenyatta, is it our Zen? No. Who would be contesting? Who would be the best to contest? Oof. Zarya can contest. Why not? There's no real need for. Well, shoot. So we're kind of lacking in that part. It's no big deal. So I would like you to be pushed up at least a little bit more ahead, like not on cart. I understand Zarya needs her charge, but
Got them.
so then
No
we
one's more
abandon the cart.
That was my cart.
So looks like you guys know this, but there's no call out for who should stay on cart.
Yeah.
That's dangerously close.
They're all
Keep
weak
dropping
on
to
that.
the ground.
I got Rhine.
Yeah, he was on me.
So, in the forest position, you really should be calling out all the info of where the team is, because you have the bird's eye view. Get it? Because you are a fucking bird. You can see everything that's on the battlefield as long as you're flying in your right position. The Chris just got a flank around is gonna attack our Mora. Thankfully, our Mora is not brain dead and is actually a master's level player. And gets away, I believe, safely. So, we'll see how that goes. I think he ends up dying in this process too. So the enemy team's already down 2. Tracer, for some reason, is still engaging. Shaw gets, the enemy Zen gets a kill on... We're red, right? Okay. Sorry, we're flipping around, so it's kind of weird. So Zen gets a kill on our Reinhardt. So at this point, we can't engage anymore. We need to back up a little bit, at least behind those crates.
I shouldn't have done that, my bad.
Do ult. Not a bad trade, Transcendence for Hanzo ult, but I don't know if that was on purpose because it seems like he ulted after. So let's go back a little bit.
I shouldn't have done that, my bad.
No, he did ult first. Okay, so to use Hanzo ult to bait out Trans is a good decision, but I don't know if he did that purposefully. But for the sake of points, let's say you did that purposely. Hanzo ult for Trans is always a good decision. So, although we did have a Zarya ult coming online soon.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Although I guess we do have our Far ult too.
Yeah.
The Far ult is probably better
I'll
off
find it
being used on 1 or 2 targets.
Any
Anyway.
heals? Is that inside? Is that inside, Joe?
So they're still pushing in with 3 out. Hammer
I got him.
gets through, but he doesn't follow up on it. So at this point, the fight is completely won. There's no way they can come out to recontest this. They lost their Rhine. They're still staggered. Their healers are in the front line. Their DPS are still coming out because they died. After the fight ended last time. So their Tracer specifically. The fight's won. That needs to be called.
Hold up, Baylor. Yeah, I do.
And then Mora pushes in. So I know you end up dying. I don't know why you did that. You're probably just, thinking, well, fights, we already capped the point. There's nothing to do. You died, you fed a little bit. So, I understand you're trying to get your stuff back, so. But you could have done that at a safer position.
Any combo? Okay, yeah, you're right. Alright.
And then also you used your, what's it called, to engage Fade I think it's called. You use Fade to engage, and that was kind of a bad choice on your part. There's no rush to get any of that sucking going, so don't use Fade to engage. Because you get stunned. And I know you probably wouldn't have done anything if you got stunned, but whatever. And then Chris uses the ult at the end of the fight. I don't know why. That was actually ridiculous. And their far is ridiculous
Let me know when you're gonna throw. Let me know like 5 seconds before. Right here?
I'm gonna show.
Nice ult. It's kind of dangerous. I know you didn't actually have boosters, so. Good on our Mercy for pocketing her, actually. She still ends up dying because Zarya just had its fuck ton of charge. But good job, Mercy, for pocketing our Pharah.
Let's go.
Fights one, kills Zen. Good job.
Can you res it? You can't?
Yeah, I can. 9 seconds.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm gonna switch off.
There's no real reason to use res when a fight's won. You're fine. So at this point, our Reinhardt should be pushing up.
I'm gonna switch off.
And Mercy should be staying on cart now, I believe. Actually, Hanzo.
Alright.
So Reinhardt doesn't push up, so we don't get the extra free space. But they just give it to us because they're still grouping up. So if the enemy team was actually smart, they'd already be pushing out, and I think they'd be about to engage you guys. So, yeah. So if they were actually not brain dead, this team, and actually knew how to group up, they'd be already about to fight you, and the cart would be stopped right there. Whereas if you pushed up, the cart would stop at the doors, and then we'd see where the fight would go. And then at the door, those doors are a natural choke, and then you have the flank immediately right to the right, and to the left. So pushing through those doors is an advantageous position for you guys. Oh, also I didn't say anything, but nice sonar.
Love it.
Watch out.
So they're going in this fight with a Tracer down. We still have all 5, and we swapped a Doomfist sometime. Again, I didn't notice it. When was that happened? So just now, our Hanzo... No, not our Hanzo, our Pharah swaps Doomfist. Shit, what the hell? Okay. About right here. Okay, so our Pharah swaps to Doomfist. Not a bad choice. It's actually a pretty decent one. I would have preferred someone else, but if you prefer Doomfist, I guess whatever.
Watch out. Got him.
What a risky shatter. They had their shield up and they dropped it right as soon as you shattered. Wow. Zen gets the Transcendence, so no one's going to end up dying this. So everyone should be focusing one squishy target to get them down. Because if everyone's focusing that, they can get them. Who's that down at the bottom right? I think that's a soldier. Soldier's there, right there. And then... I can't tell. So right to the bottom right of Reinhardt. Right on the VIP. I don't know who that is. Can't really tell because its pixels are so shite. Oh well. It looks like a Brigade, but I don't see a Brigade on their team, so. And the Tracer just died, so. Whoever it is. Whatever.
I got him. Got right.
Not be Zarya. It's Zarya.
Zarya discorded. Zarya discorded.
Tracer no recall, Tracer no recall, Tracer no recall.
Oh.
We get grabbed.
Oh, we got it.
No follow up. It's only Zen. Easy kill. Easy win.
Let's go, guys.
Hey guys. So, Halt's not called. Res is not called. Ult's not called. Pretty basic stuff is not being called during this game. I understand advanced strats not being called, so maybe Moria is calling it out, but even then, multiple people should be calling it out, not just one person. That's the meta now. Not a single shot caller, but everyone calling everything. That's how things works, and that's how I want this team to work. I want everyone to be a shot, everyone to call out certain stuff, and we can go ahead and start figuring that out in the future. But you should be calling out what you're capable of, and at the moment, multiple things aren't being called, so work on that, guys. Let's skip ahead. Let's go to Legion Tower. So
Knee
Legion
down,
Tower, we
tower.
play the same composition the whole time.
Bro, you don't
And it
even
works
know
out
which
pretty
one
well
this
for
is.
us.
The tower in it?
I bet it's not.
Attack.
Okay, guys, so for this one, I'd like you guys to be going. Let's see. So let's go ahead and go with the Ryan's the comp we went with last time. So Ryan, Zarya, Pharmacy, more Hanzo.
The Mercy.
I'm comfortable with both. I can do right now.
Reckless,
Alright,
you'd like
go
to
Baron.
Reckless, you'd like to be playing Reaper.
Bro, they're a flat team.
This will be fixed in the future to decide exactly which heroes everyone likes and can't play. But yeah, we spent the first 30 seconds of the map figuring out our composition. That should have gone faster.
Yes, bro. Please. This is my map on Reaper.
Okay then, let's go ahead and swap out. Let's.
I mean, if you don't, if you're not cool with it, I mean, I could go Pharah, but
No, it's cool.
it's
No, we don't need the Moira
Alright.
then if we're not running pharmacy.
Yep. All right.
yeah. Plus, it's on the inside. Also, Pharah probably wouldn't work here. All right, guys.
Oh, need a main heal probably. I mean,
5, 4,
Yeah, go back to the Mercy. All right, guys, let's see what you'll do.
1.
Yep.
Round
Alright, so let's look at the compositions we've got here. So, enemy team is running Ryan Zarya, Reaper Hanzo. No wait, that's our team. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. Enemy team is running Ryan Zarya, Tracer, Junkrat. Interesting. And then Mercy's End. So, 2, 2, and then 2. There's no real strength to this. Chris is going to be flanking Rosone. Ryan, Zarya, Mercy's End should be all playing together. Junkrat could be flanking, but he might also be going for the shield war. So, what do we have here? Let's see, what are the advantages to our team? So, Hanzo over Junkrat is... Hanzo is a better tank buster at the beginning of the fight. So, we currently have... We're going to speed boost in, we have damage boost. Reaper and Hanzo are the ultimate tank destroying combo because Junkrat overall does have more damage, but the Hanzo has more precision damage. He can aim it actually and not have to think, okay, I'm just going to spam down this hallway and hope they get hit. Hanzo can use his Stormbow and immediately get 400 or I think 400 damage, 300 at least. 300 damage on any tank. That's significant, and especially with the Reaper and the Lucio. So, and then Chris is going to be on his own. He doesn't really have anyone to face against except for Reaper and then Mercy. Mercy, as long as she's playing with the team, shouldn't have any problems. Reaper, you can one-shot her. So, as long as you're capable, which I know you are, you should be fine. So we currently have the stronger comp.
Let's get it.
Capture the objective.
So we go through mid, and this was probably a poor decision on our part. We really should have been announcing which direction we're going. Might have been, then again, you know, because we still are missing voice comms from some people. But either way, we lost our advantages that we have of this team. So we are a very compact and fast-moving team. We should just run straight into the enemy team and take our spots. We're not running to take position. If we're running to take position, we'd run as Zen instead. Lucio is to rush in and win the fight immediately. We have a Reaper, we have a Hanzo, we have a Zarya to protect our anyone that goes down. We can damage boost, we can heal, we have the most consistent healer. We just lost our advantage because we decided to go main. We should have been going through this, I don't know what they call this area. Let's come up with a name. Let's call it... We'll just call it right, literally, okay? We should have been going through right. Right is a very compact hallway. Hanzo can just spam down it. Reaper can take... There's what's it called? Walls to protect him. He can wraith around. Mercy, Lucio, They don't have anywhere they need to be. Reinhardt and Zarya can just push straight through their health packs. We have the advantage on right, but through mid, we don't really have anything to do. And then their Junkrat can just spam down on us, so.
It wasn't. It was a spectator. A spectator.
Reaper moves ahead. Pretty dangerous, but not a bad choice. You're holding the standard spot. You're just going out to scout. And the enemy team decides to go mid too. So if we had gone right, we could have just staged there and then immediately engaged on them. But now we're at an equal playing field because we're going to meet them in the same position. So there's no real advantage to this team anymore. We're meeting them on an open field, and that doesn't help us because we want to go straight in. So like if we were the ones engaging on them, then yes, our comp would be working better. But since we the ones that are first and we're on an open field, we can't all work together, especially since our Lucio, where's our Lucio right now? I believe he's behind the whatever the pillar is on the left side of the point. And then our Reaper are not working together. So Lucio and Reaper should be working together.
She's already out of recall, Tracer. Sorry. Yeah, already out of recall.
Ryan's half.
There's not many.
Tracer's in the back. Good job calling a Tracer in the back. Crazy Bird gets the pick on the Mercy. That's an immediate fight one. So we should be full engaging at this point. They lost their Mercy. The other healer is a Zenyatta. A fight's won. The call's gonna be
There's
the
not in the
go-in.
back.
I ain't healing.
We get their Zen too. And a third kill. Fight 1. Go in, get kills. A 4th and 5th kill. Oh my god, Crazy Brad, you're absolutely insane. No one called go in, so our Reinhardt's... Let's see, what's going on? Both our Reinhardts were still fighting each other, so I don't really blame them. But Jesus Christ, their Reinhardt just abandoned his team. So, I understand that happened quickly. Alright, we'll just go on.
Good job.
6, man. Instant one. But there should have been focus targets.
Nice, nice, nice.
The objective team kill.
Nice BM.
You guys
Good
want
job,
to move
Crazy.
up?
I don't hear the music at all.
Move up or no?
We can.
Okay, okay.
I don't like the democratic aspect that we just took. So in callouts for Overwatch, democracy is slow. We have to wait for the team to say yes, no, yes, no. The callout should just be let's do this, and if someone disagrees, the call is no, let's not, because. And they don't even have to give it because. They just say let's not. And if you're like, if you insist on going that way, then say no, let's do this. Then we should keep doing it. But if they're alright, so it really shouldn't be going past that. I don't know. But I don't want to be telling you guys, no, do this, let's do this. So let me backtrack on that. So the call should be let's do this, and if someone thinks it's a bad idea, let's just say they have to say no, let's not. That's all that's all it should come down to. And then oh shit.
Yeah,
Just a pod, just a pod.
Nice. Nice flank. I mean, technically not a flank. You're like literally to the right. Reinhardt could turn around. You're actually in a pretty bad spot now that I think about it. But you do still have Wraith, so you're fine. They just ignore you. How did you die? I guess 75 damage is something that you'd think, okay, that's enough health for me to get away. No problem. Alright, Chris is still just fighting the tanks. Lucio's... Where's our team? We have 3 in the back. Is it 3 in the back? No, that's 2 in the back. Hanzo and... Mercy? Hanzo and Mercy. Mercy should be pushed up with them.
Oh no!
Hanzo, I can understand being in that position, but Mercy should not be pocketing.
Hey, I don't have the. Yeah, I left the round 1 though. I left the round 1.
Nice calling out on each one, so Cat Pratt could get the fire strike and kill him. Crazy Bread gets the actually Crazy Bread gets the finishing blow. So
Good job, Crazy. Thank you.
Shield recharging.
how many people do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people. We can hold this spot.
Does him walk off the map?
Huge stagger. Let's see. We got 32 seconds off of the first fight. Second fight. Second fight, yes. So, we capped the point. Pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. We capped the point pretty good. We go in, we engage, we hold them at the door. 32 points. We already have a third of the map done.
Okay. They're staying in spawn.
If I double bet, this is
6,
kind of mean.
7, 8,
Okay.
1,000, 9,
Yeah.
1,000, 10, 1,000. They're grouped up. 10 seconds. Not bad group up this time, but I'm not against ulting like this, but this should be called out. So, if you ult like this to split the comp up, especially if we have a Lucio, the call should be I'm gonna dragon to split them, and then Lucio and the whole rest of the team should be saying, okay, let's go for one of the sides, and then we focus down to target. The fight's won after just one ult.
Yeah.
Instead, dragon gets no one.
Okay, rotate around the right side.
Ooh, I got 5 taps. That's what I get.
Nice rotation.
Trace the one out after one.
Wait, never mind. Well, let me think. Okay, so we're down res. They have 2 ults, 3 ults, 4 ults. Holy shit. They really should be winning this next fight. If they win this fight, they have 4 ults. There's no reason for them not to win this fight, and then possibly win the next fight. Okay. So, 6 of them, all grouped in that spot. We're split off 3 and 3. They can simply just push a direction, and then win the fight. We should be grouped up together.
I've been showed.
I did. Nadios. I'm on. Thank you.
Stuck my shove.
Nice job standing still.
Careful.
They have slam. Be careful. Shields low.
Yep.
They're behind me.
Pick on Ryan, go in.
Nice.
Go in.
Shield's dead.
Go in.
Those are dead.
Go
Yep.
go in. Go in.
Oh no. Yeah.
No call to go in. We need this calls. We need these basic calls that you use in matchmaking, guys.
Tried to sacrifice myself to get the mercy. It didn't work out. Sorry, guys.
I understand why you did that, but that wasn't your fault. That was a team effort fault. But the call should you could have yourself made the call. Go in.
My fault. Okay.
They ults. All right, so let's see what we got. Let's see what ults
Shield's
everyone
dead.
is.
Watch out for.
So, see, that's their junk tire. They used the Valkyrie, and we just used Lucio ults defensively. Okay. Not the best use of beat, but all right. We'll see.
Slam.
Let's see.
Oops, rip.
Oh,
We killed the
nice.
tire. So we hammer the. They didn't use that. Alright, so let me think this through real quick. So they used 3 ults. 2 of them being support ults, 1 of them being DPS ult that doesn't get anything. 2 support ults, we should be backing up at this point.
Is that ours?
We use hammer, and
That was ours.
we get a pin. Pin kill, alright, that works.
I got snuck up on by a Tracer.
Yeah. You gonna try?
Not full combo. No need for our mercy to ult.
Good job, bro.
Good job,
Good
good job.
combo.
Yeah, I guess you might have just used that just because it's the end of the round, but
Yeah,
Clean.
GG.
you know. Alright, let's move up. So, same comp. There's nothing really to be discussing. Actually, let's go ahead and go back to here. Might as well. So, we're on a new map. We should be discussing what composition are we running, what are the best strats for this map, what strats could they run?
Yeah, good job, guys.
Oh, we're doing really good.
Five, four, three, two, one.
30 seconds of silence. I'm really hoping Moira Maniac is just going in on the mic, and I'm just not hearing it. Alright, so let's go over this map. We're on Lijiang Night Market, is it? I think it's no. I have no clue what this map is, but we're Lijiang Tower. This is Lijiang Tower. So this map is pretty often that they're gonna be running a pharmacy, which they are. No call on the pharmacy. So we don't even discuss what we're doing. We're running the same comp, which is fine. I liked it. I would have called it anyway. But we're not discussing anything on whether we're going left, we're going right, what they could be running, what we could be running, what should we combo.
Round
Okay.
two.
That makes sense.
Capture the objective.
Jump over there, fairly might get booped.
Yes, they have them.
Calls for a boop when we're already halfway across the bridge.
Oh, that's good.
Chris is in backline.
Just fine.
Calls after death, okay. Decent reaction time. I'm not gonna blame you for that.
Nice. Running dive.
Good job.
A running dive, okay.
Yeah, stay indoors, stay indoors, stay indoors.
Okay, that's an actual decent comp.
Yeah, stay inside. Try, if anything, try and stay inside.
Alright, Monkey just dived in on the whole team. Monkey should be the call.
What?
Hanzo gets the kill on the monkey. Am I thinking this is the team member? No. I'm thinking Crazy Bread is carrying us right now. Crazy Bread and Reckless are carrying us right now because they're absolutely insane and no callouts are being made to help them out. The monkey dives in, makes a massive mistake. Mercy, I don't know who killed her. Let me go back a little bit.
Running dive.
Good job.
Yeah, stay indoors, stay indoors.
Crazy Bread gets the kill on Mercy. This fight was won because of Crazy Bread.
Stay indoors.
Yeah, stay inside. Try, if anything, try and
Monkey.
stay inside.
The diva comes in, so I understand somewhat why you'd stay behind. But kills over the objective is what I say. If you kill the whole enemy team, but forget about the objective, what do you think the time difference is? Let's say you stay on the objective for 5 more seconds, and then the enemy team engages you on the objective. Okay. You win the fight. The fight was won there. Versus you gauging off the payload, you get the extra distance. If the fight's won quickly, then you get to push it the rest of the way free. You get more distance. You get more points out of this. Okay. And if you go after Winston right now, who doesn't have leap, and bubble doesn't really affect anyone in this composition right now, except for Hanzo, who's literally the one about to kill him. We should be calling go in for monkey. Heck, even D would just use boasters. I wouldn't care which tank you'd call right now. One of them should have been called.
What's up, Lee?
The
He's out.
objective is now active.
I think you got 4 kills that match. Crazy Bread, you're absolutely insane on Hanzo.
Good. Yep, good job.
And this year, you're actually doing pretty good.
Good job.
This is a really
He
long group
supports
up.
it. It's had, I can't. Don't
think it
like
might
this
be jumping
angle
up
where I
one.
could jump.
You're getting boots.
Checking right side, nothing right.
Chase you on
Oh,
right
wait.
side.
Almost right.
Monkey, monkey, monkey.
Let me think. Using ult like that, you use ult like that a lot, but against the dive comp, that's not the best decision. Everyone's mobile except for Zen. Zen had a long way to see it, a long way for you to see it. He's not down the hallway. Anyone can walk out of the dragon's path. Like if they're any distance, any distance. If the dragon's there and they're on an open field, especially dive, you can walk out of it. So don't use dragon like that unless they're in a closed room. So, let's see if they dived. They dived. Who did they dive? It looks like Honza. Come on.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so let's see where we're at right now. So, tanks versus tanks. We lost our carry DPS, and then they have a fire. We can't do anything about this. We should either be backing up or retreating. One of the two. Well, I suppose they did just use their abilities, so Ryan can't win against the dive tanks. They have their bubble up. Zarya could possibly win. This is some decent ult charge, but you guys are probably gonna die. But then again, they're also incompetent.
I'm back on
Got the
point.
tracer.
Reckless gets the kill on Tracer. They dive. Where are we at right now? We are red team. Alright, so let me get a better view. Diva's behind. We have both of our healers on our Reinhardt. Where's our Zarya? I think she's. I have no clue where she is right
Yeah,
now.
Diva.
Mercy dives in.
He was about to get up, Mike.
Zombie. Oh
was up,
my,
Mike.
I'm one shot.
Same things as last time, guys. Mercy's not being called. Targets aren't being called. Engagements aren't being called. It's the same stuff.
First week.
First half, first half.
Like, we're not calling monkey. Everyone's attacking it, but we should be calling it.
Good job.
Yeah, Trisha, I think she's coming on the
Careful,
right.
don't get booped.
Yeah,
Careful,
slam,
don't get
yeah,
booped. Don't
slam.
get booped. Careful.
I have barrier right here, Joker.
Yeah, you're
was
fine, you're
really
fine.
lucky.
Yeah, yep. Call out everything you see, guys, because I'm on the right side, just trying to see if the tracer tries to sneak in again. Yeah,
She's left.
let me know if you guys need help. Let me know if you guys need help.
Grab it up.
Okay, got us.
Right here. No shit. Winston used leap, and Tracer's in the back. Between the two, we should be focusing the Winston.
I'm coming to you guys. I'm coming to you guys. Yeah, nothing right side. Nothing I can see.
Nice boop.
Tracer's low.
Oh, tracer's behind us? Alright.
Black. Hold on.
Okay, I see
I
him.
don't care about it that much. Just find a
Yeah,
rock.
good. No missing my nipple.
Trisha behind you, Reckless.
Yep, she's sweet.
There's
Tracer,
reason
no
you
recall.
should-
She left. She went right side.
Reckless making good calls on the Tracer.
Tracer.
Winston dives in again on the tanks. Focus.
Yeah,
Tracer.
I'm point.
That's a recall.
Winston on the floor.
Oh, ult.
Huh. Okay. How did you survive? Like, how? We don't have extra armor, and I think that's insane. Because I'm pretty sure Diva's bomb does 600 damage.